Hey gang, been a while since I made one of these end of the year retrospectives, but I feel like it's only right to tell you what's been going on behind the scenes, inform you of what's going to happen to the channel, and also to make a bit of an announcement. So with that being said, let's kind of get down to the brass tacks. So, that title was not actually a joke, by the way. This is one of the hardest announcements I have to make, but I feel like it is necessary for the future of this channel. For those who are unaware of what happened, on June 21st, I had announced that I left the Gmod community entirely. This was a decision I had been mulling over for the better part of a year, and now that it's come to light, I wanted to at least give you a reason, or well, a few reasons of why I left, so that way you can better understand my position to say goodbye and to move on to greener pastures. So mainly, one of my reasons for leaving was the fact I have burned myself out to the point where I cannot continue my projects on Garry's Mod. At the end of the day, this is a sandbox game. It's not a professional level animation software, it is a video game. I think it's also safe to say that the Garry's Mod community over the years has gotten rather toxic, and I don't mean just one side of the community, I mean the entire Garry's Mod animation community as a whole. But, you know, people are gonna say, oh, well that's every community is toxic. Yes, but at least set a precipice for welcoming new people into your community. Because when a new person joins, and they see people fighting or bickering over the smallest little details, that's gonna drive people away. And I know, like, not everybody is toxic. I've met some genuinely nice people in the community who have actually reached out to help me, or I've reached out to help them with their projects. And I do that because I want to help people. I think that should be the mainline goal for any community, is to help out the new people. So what's gonna happen to my projects? Well, I've been taking some interest in Blender and 2D art, so probably one of the two, or maybe both. But just because I am leaving the Garry's Mod community for, well, my own reasons, it does not mean I hate Garry's Mod. I joined the community to become an animator, and I kind of achieved that goal with the Garry's Mod animation community. But at the same time, I had to say goodbye. And even though it hurts to say goodbye, just remember the good times you have. So yeah, I've been dabbling with Blender for just a little bit, and I have to say, it's really a big step up from Garry's Mod. Dare I say, I rather enjoy getting a headache for something I do not understand fully. What the fuck is a Viseme? But also, I've kind of upgraded my drawing tablet from a Wacom Intuos to a Huion Canvas 22, and I gotta say, I love this fucking thing. It is a beast, it's powerful, it was a bit tricky to figure out, but I managed to figure it out because I am smart. But in all honesty, I'd rather not just hog Blender to myself. If you guys want to actually get into it, there is one YouTuber I do recommend, and that being Blender Guru. He's an Australian YouTuber that basically does tutorials on Blender. Basically, do the donut tutorial that he does and listen through, because he actually does explain things pretty well. I am going to be going back to the Blender tutorial once all parts have been released, because I need to brush up on my skills on Blender since I am fully out of Garry's Mod. As for the 2D art aspect, well, I mean, I've done Art Fight and I've made a video on that, so that kind of explains things. I have not been streaming as much as I wanted to this year, mainly because of Twitch. Twitch has had a few problems on their end that I do not like, and if you haven't been paying attention, well, Twitch has been going down the shitter lately. So I've decided to pull the plug from Twitch and decide to go to streaming on YouTube, which seems to be a lot better. There are some snags here and there, but it's nothing I can't handle. Also, I've been kind of wanting to actually make some legitimate gameplay videos on the side from doing animations and audio stuff, which, you know, requires me to actually learn editing. I hate editing. Oh, and also I am looking to do collaborations with anybody who's willing to collaborate with me, so if you are, gotta hit me up. Art Fight! Let's talk about it. So, if you don't know what Art Fight is, it's basically a community-driven art trade that has a point system. You get art for free from random people, or your friends, or just you make them for other people that you take an interest in, which is cool. I love it. I actually love Art Fight. I've had 2 Art Fight events that I've been a part of. One of them I ended up losing this year. But for those who actually do Art Fight, I put my account name on my screen, and if you want to follow me, go ahead and follow me. Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I think the last 3 videos that I posted on my channel are pretty obvious. I'm now back to watching cartoon horse girls. Okay, I think we get the point there. But I've joined the Uma Musume community. I got into the mobile game first, and ever since then, I kinda sat down with my girlfriend and we actually watched all of Season 1. I have not reached Cinderella Grey, but I'm getting there. But so far, we're both enjoying the series. But that's not what this is about. So, a bit of a story time. I was chilling at the Black Cat on VR chat like usual, and out of the corner of my eye, I see a Agnes Sakyon, a Tokaiteo, and a Meisho Doto all conversing with each other. They asked me if I knew about the Kyoto Racecourse. I remembered that my friend Yuval actually talked to me about the Kyoto Racecourse a week ago, but I ended up forgetting about it because my memory is like a goldfish. I don't remember shit. So I took their word for it, went to the Kyoto Racecourse, and, well, I actually had fun. And then almost immediately I was kidnapped. I have been recruited by Kiyomi and Minori of Team Serios. And ever since November 11th, I genuinely felt welcome through that team. I actually felt like I had people that I could rely on, and I could rely on other people. I've gained memories and friendships that will last me a lifetime. I got my girlfriend to even join the group, surprisingly, during our anniversary. She was cordially invited by Minori, which was by far the sweetest fucking gesture that I've seen from anybody. And even though we came in second place at the recent Arima Kinen event, we're gonna bounce back. Because we're not just Serios, we're Team Serios. Despite our nasty roadblocks, we're gonna bounce back, we're gonna come back swinging, and we're gonna win the next championship race. I have full confidence in our team that we can do it. So what did I think about 2025? It fucking sucked. 2025 has dealt me a bad hand. Not only did I have to deal with my own personal struggles that really just left me in a slump, I had to also kind of watch out for people that were close to me because they were dealing with their own personal struggles, both IRL and online. But I think this year has kind of shown me, despite you taking care of others, always make sure you're taking care of yourself. Because obviously I was not taking better care of myself and have been through a multitude of depressive slumps throughout the entire year of 2025. I have gained friendships, but I've also lost some friendships. I just think that, personally this year, most of my stress came from late 2025 with a certain IRL issue that I will not be going into, but it has left me more stress beyond what I am usually able to handle. But, going forward with 2026, I hope next year will actually be somewhat better than 2025, but I know I'm not the only one saying this. I can see the line of people behind me who feel the same way. And the line is very fucking long. Well, guess that's it then. Thank you for at least listening to me ramble on about some stuff. I should have at least said something about my retirement from Gmod, but I didn't really have the right words to say it at the time. It was mostly, I needed some time to gather my thoughts and to kind of word it the best way I could. So regardless if you stuck around for, Gmod stuff, I implore you to at least stick around. Because change is coming. Sometimes change could be a good thing. Genuinely, thank you all for at least sticking with me. Let's try to make 2026 at least a better year. Or at least, let's not try to burn the place down. See you all in 2026!